first time we reacting to Russell Brand on this channel.
Okay.
What is good? Welcome back to the Flawdcast. I am your boy Flawdzilla, and I'm here with my lovely host Mozilla.
What up, yo?
This is the last normal place on the internet, and we are glad that you could be here with us today. All right, okay, and you will be too by the end of this video, and I guarantee it.
Money back all day. You want your money back? Here it is.
Thank you, because I definitely didn't make it through that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we drop
Flawd's booty.
Today's video I thought would be interesting. We thought would be interesting. Just something that just popped up on the screen. You know, I feel like we've been doing a lot of the same type of videos, TikTok reactions, like you know, I just wanted to shake it off a little bit. So we wanted to bring on Russell Brand.
Yep.
Yeah, not bring him on.
Imagine.
Like, I know, right? Imagine he just walks into our bedroom.
Here he goes.
That'd be crazy one day, but nah,
Yeah.
That's not what I meant. What I meant was bring him onto the channel.
Yeah.
Like his video.
Yes.
You know?
Introduce him to our...
Introduce him to the people.
Calvary?
Even though you guys already are.
Is it a Calvary?
No, I don't know. I don't think that's the right word at all. Calvary is like army.
Weapons?
Yeah. Right? But I guess army, right? Yeah, I guess it could be an army. I just call them a squad. It's just a squad,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the Illuminati. We got a lot of different names, you know? But yeah, we wanted to bring him on the channel. Bring him onto the lineup. And I've been asked to do this a couple times. And
Really?
I didn't even think about it until he just came up on the suggested. But yeah,
Oh,
people
word.
have asked multiple times in the live stream. In the comments or in the live stream, and I always forget because people ask for a lot of things. But
Yeah.
here we go. This is it now.
Spaghetti.
So yeah, Candace Owens debates Russell Brand. It was just an 8-minute video, so I was like, let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
So let's see what's going on. You know, without further ado, let's jump right into this thing, man.
Do you like Candace Owens, or do you absolutely detest her? Do you like me, or do you absolutely loathe me?
I like you.
Wherever you stand on two polarizing figures, here we are
I always
in
liked Russell Brand.
conversation.
Me
Now,
too.
obviously, we talk about politics. Particularly, I wanted to press
Especially in
Candace
Forgetting Sarah
Owens
Marshall.
on the idea that most people that live in systems of elitism and privilege are in those positions because of advantages that have been endowed upon them. Candace Owens, more of an individualist than I am, you might imagine,
a problem?
strongly contests my perspective.
Is that even a problem? Is like, okay, everyone has privileges, right?
Yep.
So if you just got to use it. If you have it, you know, why not?
I mean, yeah.
We all have privileges, and we all are going to use them.
To an extent.
Sometimes you don't even know you're using them, you know?
Exactly. And they're all different from each other. But
They are.
Everybody has...
But it's easier to acknowledge the privileges of the one who's winning the most.
Yeah.
You know, of course, every time.
Absolutely.
Every time. But everyone got privileges, bro. And I do think people are in positions because of whatever the fuck they're in the position for. But there's a lot of people in different positions. There's people who've come from the bottom
Yeah.
and made it to the top, which means that's possible for all of us. That's how I look at it. If one can do it, two can. If two can, three can. That's how I say, bro.
Yeah.
If one person was able to make it from the bottom to the top, whatever way they did it,
Yep.
there's no stopping me.
And that just means there's so many multiple, infinite
Lanes.
amount of ways
Yes.
to do it.
Exactly. You just got to figure out yours.
Yep.
That's what I think.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hopefully, we remain respectful and light and kind
His hair is
with
wet.
one another while vehemently
Yo, hold on.
disagreeing. I'm going to have
This is another thing about him. He was a dope addict. He was addicted to heroin, crack. He was just the mad drugs.
Yep.
Was able to beat the addiction. And, well, he doesn't say he beat the addiction because he says every day is a struggle.
Yeah, you're
Which it
always
is,
an
you know?
addict,
It
yeah.
is. You are always an addict. You are always an addict. You know what I'm saying? If every day wasn't a struggle, so many people wouldn't relapse. Like, it's not hard for me. I don't wake up thinking about it, but if it clearly is a struggle every day because I've been an addict. You know, I know what it is.
Absolutely.
And it's just he's done it, you know?
Yeah.
So there's
Hell
nothing
yeah.
stopping us, you know? I don't think there is. Like, some
But
people won't
ourselves.
make it, some people will make it, but the reasons can be whatever.
Yep.
You can say, okay, let's say this black person over here doesn't make it. It's easy to say it's because they're black, but it could be because they're not good at something or something. You know what I'm saying? Not trying. It could be so many different things, but you don't know because you're not inside their brain. But telling them that they're not going to make it because they all have a certain color of skin or that, victims for whatever reason, that's definitely not going to help.
No.
I can guarantee that.
That's guaranteed not to make it.
Yes. So telling people, oh, the reason people are in these high positions is for reasons that you can't control.
You'll never attain it.
You'll never be able to do it. So then if they think it's impossible, then
why try?
There's that ceiling.
Absolutely. Why try?
You know what I'm saying? Why try if it's not even possible? That's what you're telling them by saying that. Fuck that. Tell them it's possible. They will figure out a way.
Yeah. That's all you have to say is, I don't know how to do it, but you can.
Yep.
And then they'll be like, all right, I'm going to try it.
Yep. Just like if you look at like world records, right? That record gets set and you're like, damn, like no one thinks they can beat that record until someone thinks they can. And then that person does.
There's always somebody better.
Yes. And and you think when a record gets broken, you're like, that is the peak right now. No one can top that.
Till someone.
And then something happens.
It's like evolution.
Yes, it's like crazy. Evolution. So you can't just run around telling people they are repressed, therefore they are behind because of that. Like, no. You're behind because you need to work harder.
Isn't that crazy?
Just say that.
Records are crazy. I never thought about that. Like if somebody like can run or do like the most hops in fucking whatever 30 minutes or something.
Yep.
And you get a bunch of people to try to beat it at the same time in the same year and whatever, and no one person does it. Now, like, okay, every other human
shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, but coming up from now, all the humans, someone's
gonna be better.
Somebody can do that already, and they're gonna be doing it better.
Yep.
And it's like they've.
That's
that's
just how
so
it
weird.
goes. That's
so
just
crazy
how it
to
goes.
Think about. It is like evolution.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you wanted to, like, that's the definition, you know. That's literally, and that's how no one can tell me what I can't do, bro. You just can't, like. No. Yeah. Records are meant to be broken, bro. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Like, let me just say this, like, physical records, like, if like you just said, some records aren't broken for years.
Yeah.
Some records aren't broken for years and years and years, but still end up getting broken. Yep. Some haven't yet.
No,
but to act like they can't be when so many are, they most likely will. That's the thing, they most likely will. So just stop telling people that it's impossible.
Yeah, or it's like people don't do that anymore. Like something like it's like a
it's a dead
tug
record.
Of war
no
one's
one's ever gonna.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the sport that people don't do. You know.
Yep.
But still, that's dope.
That's the world, man. That's why to tell people that they're just disabled is just no. Like, because they just can't. Like, you just think about it. There's got to be a way, bro. Yeah. That's just how I feel. Things like that.
Thoughts there, then.
Yeah. Like, and it's just. Well, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
We've only made it 40 seconds
we
in.
Could talk forever.
He opened up a door in my head by talking like that, by saying whatever the fuck he said. He's a good talker. That's one thing I can say about Russell Brand. That's what I've always liked about him. Is the way that he in conversations handles himself well.
Yeah.
He can always. Someone is always trying to make a fool of him for some reason. He's just always a target because he's so relaxed and so like himself. People always try to make a joke at him or say something like that, and he can always flip it like, wait a second, what was that?
Because he
Why'd
is
you do that?
always himself and so relaxed. You can't do it to him.
Yeah, he's I fuck with him, bro. I do.
Me too.
Further conversations with Candace Owens, so look out for those. This conversation took place on my podcast, Under the Skin, available on Luminary. You can subscribe to it. There's a link in the description. Let me know what you think about this conversation in the comments below.
Look, I agree, but do you not think this individualistic culture is in itself destroying the principles at a spiritual, human level of community? Do you not think when people see this economic inequality, this disparity, I'm not talking about hating your little rich friend Lola Bell or whoever it was, you went round to see her nanny and were infuriated by it, but thought, oh, well, maybe one day I'll have my own nanny. Do you not think that economic inequality creates in a human being a sense of injustice, of unfairness? Because people, do you know what, Candace? 90% of people that are rich, do you know why they're rich? They was born rich.
Okay, I can tell you something. I think that economic disparity creates that feeling, but a fundamental understanding in economics can help you.
Do you know that
conquer
the most people that are rich are born rich? It's not like there's a tiny
just act like
minority
she
of
didn't
people
say
that are
nothing.
like you that come from a poor background and manage to overcome it. And this is what's a problem I've noticed with a lot of great.
Does it matter though?
Like,
Because we don't all need to be that rich.
No.
Most people aren't
stable.
trying to be that rich. So I don't really care. Like, you think that creates a injustice inside of me? No, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're born into this, man. This is what it, just like you're saying, they're born into the rich, we're born into the poor. It is what it is, bro. I wouldn't even know what that's like, bro. I can't even fathom it. All I know is what I know. And what I'm going to, I just know it would be more beneficial to stop worrying about that, because like in capitalist America, it is what it is. All you can do is work and get ahead. You should not be teaching your kid to have that type of animosity towards rich fucking super billionaires. Because what is it gonna do, bro? What is that really gonna do? Then it makes you feel like, oh, like privilege and then you start thinking those thoughts. Teach your kids to work, not to be slaves.
No,
but to be creative, to be go-getters. That's what you got to teach your kid to be. Not to be a slave. Not to be like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a way to go about it.
Get it the easiest way possible, but most successful way for you. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, just, be efficient. Don't
efficient,
waste your time.
Not easy.
Yeah,
well, if
don't waste your time.
If it's easy, then whatever, but efficient. You're
Yes.
right. That's a better word.
Yes. Be efficient, work smart, and get to where you like do your thing. Don't be afraid to work, because that's the problem. People are so like, they'll call work period just slaves, like slave labor, like 9 to 5 is slave. Like, cool, maybe that is, but like there's a way to work, and like if people who want it bad enough, they find the extra hours in the day, bro.
Yeah.
They do. People work multiple jobs and shit. Like, you're just not going to, like, you don't want to work like that. People be like, okay, this is what I was trying to say. Any amount of work they think is slave labor. Like, working in America, like, that's just, it's just a slave culture. But, nigga, what are you thinking about? Like, you're born into this system. Are you going to break it?
How are you supposed to get money?
Are you going to break it by crying? Are you going to stop this system by crying?
And literally, how else do you just expect people to give you money?
That's what I'm saying. And
How
the
do you
only
expect
way
to
to
get money?
ever have a difference to make a difference in the system is to get money.
Yeah.
The system is a capitalist system.
And you have to work to get money.
Yeah.
So, hello.
But that's the thing. People think you shouldn't have to work to get money, which is socialism. You know, people think.
Yes, absolutely. But then, bitch, you ain't getting barely nothing. You're getting scraps.
But they don't mind that. That,
'Cause
or
everybody's
supposedly they
getting
don't mind that,
scraps.
right? To me, those type of people are people who are like, either I'm a millionaire or I'm broke.
Yeah.
Like, there's no in between. I either am the richest or I don't care how much I have.
Yep.
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I just want to be stable. I want to be happy. I want to take care of my family. I know what the system is. I'm going to do what I got to do.
Stability.
It's just, you can make your life
Comfortable.
way more stressful than you have to be, or you can, like, it could be quality of life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you could see it for what it is, and don't allow the rest of this shit to, like, really, like, that injustice being created. Like, that's such an unnecessary thing, because like she just said, economic literacy will help you so much. So teach your kids that. Like, teach your kids the things that will let them know how money works, and let them know, like, that, okay, that's kind of an unattainable rich, but it's really not in today's age. This is technology. You could create an app and get that. Like, teach your kids to adapt and to build and be efficient. Like, you absolutely can give your kid the right qualities and right attributes to do what they got to do, but instead people teach their kid that is just like, they just teach their kid shit that doesn't matter, like super emotional shit. And that's what he's saying from jump. Like, that, do you not think that creates, we all got that, like, we all have this thing, and I wish I didn't. I wish I would have been taught to just get to work and do my thing and build, be creative, be efficient. I wish I would have just got taught that, you know, like in economics.
Yeah.
And like stock market, obviously, all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, they
taxes
teach you a
and
bunch
shit.
of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
People is they sort of manage to overcome it, and this is what's a problem I've noticed with a lot of great people is they sort of believe that their greatness is something that can be replicated, and I don't think it can.
I see. So I believe in the individual. You don't. That's
I
our
believe
fundamental differences.
that the primary goal of the individual should be to serve the community.
I do not believe that the primary goal of
What
an
do you think
individual-
the primary
I
goal
think
of the
that once an
individual should be?
individual
To
feels
serve
that they
the
have
individual?
served, so you're discounting the human spirit.
I'm
The
not
hu-
discounting
yes,
it. I'm
is.
saying that's all
Let me
there
ask you-
is.
Let me ask you. No, there's not. In humanity, think of animals in the wild. You don't even have to go to humanity. We can just think about animals in the wild. What is our human instinct? Okay,
They do what they gotta
Are
do.
you going
Yep.
to make sure that everyone on this block is fed before you feed yourself? Do you
Nope.
go around and say, "Hey, have you had breakfast this morning?
Listen,
Hey, have you
Nope.
had breakfast this morning?
Yep.
Hey, or you're going to make sure you're eating. And if you have an excess,
Leftover,
of
yep.
course you're going to do the human condition, and our incentives are going to be to want to help
Are you
people.
mental?
Once
Excess. The richest 15 people on the planet have got as much accumulative wealth as the poorest 5 billion.
But you're
that's
talking-
an excess.
No.
That's
Damn.
an excess.
Okay. Excuse me. First and foremost, you're talking
You're
about
rich.
literally 0.00001% of the world is what
Let's
you're talking
get 'em.
about.
And
He said, "Let's get him."
let's kill him.
Wow. He's stupid.
I was about to cut this nigga out. Hold on, but he's dumb. But he's rich. Talking about this, like talking about
Yeah.
excess.
Give your
Give me
shit.
some money, my nigga.
For real. You should see that's
You
a
shouldn't
little
have any
commie
money.
talking. That's a little socialist to
It
me.
is.
Socialism.
And it'd be the niggas who had the money.
Mm-hmm.
AOC talking about I'm $17,000 in student loan debt. Like, bitch, you're rich.
Bitch, pay it.
The fuck? You are rich.
Dirty
The other bitch
ass.
talking about she's $200,000 in debt. She's a lawyer and she's $200,000 in debt. The squad. These people are just like wild, bro. These millionaires just sitting here like it's nothing. Like, yeah, fuck the rich. Like, bro, get out of here with that. He said, let's kill him. He's dumb.
Literally 0.00001% of the world is what
Let's
you're
get
talking
'em.
about. Okay,
Let's
but
get 'em.
and
Oh,
what,
yeah, he
and
did
what
say, let's get 'em. Yeah.
0.001% of the world is what
Let's
you're
get
talking
'em.
about. Okay,
Let's
but
get 'em.
and what are they preaching? What do they want? Socialism, so that nobody else has the opportunity to become what they become.
Exactly.
They're the ones that are
They're not
pushing
preaching
for
socialism.
Yes,
That's not
they
real
are.
socialism. Well,
Are you kidding? George Soros doesn't want socialist policies. Jeff
He don't even
Bezos,
know
the
what he's
richest man in the
talking
world,
about.
doesn't want socialist policies. They want to make sure that no one else has the opportunity to get to
we
where they
need to
got.
discuss our language, me and you.
They
'cause
immediately
do.
they get that money and then they immediately see everyone else as
Yep.
like ants. But we're not talking about everyone's not gonna get that kind of money. I don't care what you like. That's not gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
But you can get what you can get money, bro. You can get money in America. It's capitalism, America. You come up
Very
with an
much
idea.
You can.
An idea can become a fortune. Can become generational wealth. An idea.
You can't do that in other countries.
How I just saw someone in the chat today. Perfect. I forget who said it. What country has the most? They say this is a racist country. What country has the most black
It was Pete.
millionaires?
It was
Pizza Party said it.
I
Yes.
saw it.
What country has the most black millionaires?
Yep.
It's America. So really, obviously, you can get to it.
Absolutely.
If you're saying America is racist and fundamentally holding back black people, why is America have the most black millionaires?
Yep.
I don't want to hear it. It's not true. It's not a thing.
Legit.
This is dumb. This is dumb.
You just believe in the narrative.
Yes, and he's rich saying this shit. Saying, let's get
So
him.
rich.
Let's get him. Let's get him. You are rich, Russell Brand.
So
You are one of
rich.
them. Not one of them, but like, come on, stop acting like that. You have an excess.
Here's what my socialism looks like. Take Jeff Bezos' wealth from him, except for a reasonable stipend for him.
What's a reasonable stipend?
See, that's not fair.
It's not.
bro.
He got that money. We gave him that money.
Come on.
That is the craziest thing about this, right? We gave him that money. We spent that money with that man. And now we want that money back after we gave it to him? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that idea.
Wait, so is this what is this just him saying this is what socialism is to him? Or is this what he wants?
That's what he wants.
Okay, he's tripping.
Or no, maybe. Oh, actually, no. You might be right. No, you might be right. Maybe he's saying
Yeah,
that
'cause
is
I
what
know he said
socialism
this is my
You're
socialism,
right.
I think.
You're right.
Let's see.
I thought that's what he was saying. That's
So
what
did
he
I,
wants.
because I was
but
like,
no,
whoa,
you're
whoa,
right.
whoa, wait a second.
You're right.
You get to
we
where they
need to
got.
discuss our language, me and you, because what
We do.
You're
here's what my
absolutely right.
socialism looks like. take Jeff Bezos' wealth from him, except for a reasonable stipend for him to live on. Something like, he can have 10 million a year or something. Tax Amazon to the ground.
No, this is what he wants to do.
So the rich people
Oh,
pay for
wow.
85%
That's what he wants to
of
do.
all of the taxes. You think they should pay for even more?
Do you think
That's fact.
statistically true?
That's fact. Yes.
Don't look at me with
I'm telling
that's
you,
fact
that's a fact.
face.
The top
he don't know.
10% pay for 85% of all
Because he
the
don't
taxes.
know.
So people say they're going
That's
to
why he
raise their
said,
taxes more.
"Do you think that's true?" He tried to word that, and then looked at her and said, "Don't look at me with that, bro. You just don't know. That's what it is. She just gave you a fact, and you don't have nothing to say against it."
I'm just like, how much more? 10% pay for 85% of all the taxes. When people say they're going to raise their taxes more, I'm just like, how much more? Should we just say just pay for all the taxes?
Give them all the money.
I say this, that there is no... When you're about to use an example from the natural world, and then
I'm talking about
you
America,
backed
by the
off
way.
it,
I
didn't
forgot
you?
that I'm in. No, I was gonna say the instinct when you're in the natural world is that you feed your family first. You're not.
Yes.
The idea that social
But
tries to create goes
we are
against
no longer
human.
in the natural world, are we? We're
I
in a
hate when
world of
people
sort of
say that, bro.
accumulation and excess, and I don't think it's.
I hate
even
when people say
working.
that.
I wonder
You
about-
never get away from them instincts, nigga. Instincts are instincts.
That's why they're called instincts.
You don't get away from them. Like, that's the craziest thing about humans. Humans think that they can suppress their natural instincts and replace them with this civilized, like, I'm this and it's what I say it is, when all we do is lie to ourselves all day long and try to convince ourselves of these lies. We swear we are something that we aren't all day
Every
long.
day.
All day long. That's literally what happens all day long in every human's brain. You cannot get rid of it. So, like, we are in the natural world.
Yeah.
This is an extension of it. This is our extension of it. And for us to believe that this is civilization when there's probably alien civilizations fucking so far ahead of it, like, bro, this isn't as
Yeah.
civilized as you think it is.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be.
Because it can go right back to
Yes, this shit can go
natural.
destroy itself right away.
According to all the feminists, we can go back to 1920, like
1919.
tomorrow.
Yeah, 1919.
So
Yeah. Right. We could literally do that
it's
shit
pretty
overnight.
natural.
This is the natural world, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Just because I'm wearing a fucking beanie. Like,
Sort of, look,
and not a leaf.
I want excess, and I don't think it's even working. I wonder about.
The idea that social
But
tries to create goes
we are
against
no longer
human.
in the natural world, are we? We're in a world of sort of accumulation and excess, and I don't think it's even working. I wonder about sort of, look, I want, because you could say, where do you draw the line? Because look at me, I've got money now, I'm not poor anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not going, right, I'll just take
What are you gonna
everything
say?
that's, like, the thing that I do agree with when I see, like, sort
What
of
are you gonna
right-wing
say?
commentators talk, like, they talk about people that are, in inverted commas, from the left, and they go, well, why don't you put some refugees in your house? Why don't you give
Yeah.
up your money? And the reason is because people are selfish, and in all of us, there is a kind of battle between, like, some of my impulses, Candace, are, I just want pleasure and fun, and I don't care about anything
Okay.
except myself. That's in me. That's in me, and it's strong. But I personally think I don't feel good when I live that way. There are consequences for me, and there are consequences for others. So I kind of want to live within systems that encourage collective and communal values. That instead of
So what he just said is, I think this is what it should be, because I can't live with myself if I do this way. It feels like this isn't okay when I do this, so I think the world should be like this. Like, that's not how the world works.
And
though,
then
bro.
he just said, "I'm still selfish," and he doesn't give anything away anyway.
That's what they always. That's what they. So he just argued this whole entire point, and she says, well, she didn't even have to say it because he knew already. You're rich and you're saying this, so it doesn't even make sense. So then he just thinks that if he says that, his point still stands. But no, you just killed your own point.
Yes.
Bro, take some refugees into your house and give up your money. Like you just said, that is the only. You be the example that you're saying everyone else should be first.
So-
and then we can start talking about
Exactly. So then what? They do it to some people, but then you don't have to do it. But
Exactly.
But it's okay.
How does it work?
And now the world's a better place because other people did it, but I didn't have to. Like what?
it. But that's because people are so free. They're so spoiled with freedom that they can just hypothesize I could be a good person. Like, if everyone said do it, I'd do it.
Yeah.
If they said we had to do that right now, I'd be okay with
Makes you
that.
look like a good person.
I'd be okay with that.
Sure.
Because it's not a chance of it happening.
Exactly.
That's why. Because you're free. That's why. That's what it is. This is such a good system that I can just act like I'm a great person without having to prove it. Cool. Awesome. That's basically what it is. That's every single time someone makes this argument and they're rich. Like, that's what it is.
We're talking about theft.
You know what's funny is Mr. Beast don't run around talking all this craziness, but he gives mad money back and does all these charitable things. He just gets to it. Like, I don't want to hear it, Russell Brand.
No, we're not talking about
Demanding that people give up their stuff is theft, but it sounds pretty when you say
Listen,
encourage incentives. No, when the government comes and demands that I give to someone else, that's theft.
You keep translating what
He's
I'm
interrupting
saying.
I'm helping you.
times.
No, you're not helping me.
He's talking about theft.
You're translating what I'm saying into rhetoric that you can argue with, creating
that's
straw
what you're
men of
doing.
my words as we go. So
not
you
straw
can
men.
pick them
Not what's
over.
happening at all.
No, that's. I'm not saying that. I'm not espousing the values of big government. I'm not saying that there's any political party that currently exists that in any way represents my views. I'm just asking if in politics, both personally and collectively, there's room for a little more compassion and love. And whilst I agree,
Is that what he was asking?
No, he didn't say none of that. But
Or is he just trying to make shit up as
now
we
he's
go
ju-
here?
Yep.
Because that's not what he said. He said, take Jeff Bezos' money, give him a reasonable stipend that he comes up with, $10 million,
Yep.
$10 million a year, and that's theft. That's not the same thing as a little more compassion. That's not the same thing at all. You can try to see you're the one creating straw men of your own arguments.
because he's not saying what he said.
No, he's not. He's just saying a new thing every time. He went from let's get him to I want to take Jeff Bezos' money to
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that to I know I'm rich, I don't want to give up my money
Oh yeah.
to I didn't say take Jeff Bezos' money.
Yeah. Oh, I
said have more compassion. Like, no, that didn't. No, I used like I don't know if I'm just getting better at hearing people's bullshit. I think that it feels like that's what's happening because I used to be like Russell Brand is murdering these people. This dude is just spouting a lot of bullshit right now.
People have to go back and watch.
Maybe it's just this conversation too.
Yeah, true.
You know, I'm not gonna judge everything off of this conversation, but I think I really am. Since moving away from the left, I think I'm able to hear the bullshit easier.
Yes.
Better, you know, that's wild.
agree with your there's room for a little more compassion and love. And whilst I agree with your that there is something easy to fetishize about individual achievements in your own case or wherever we see greatness, we can't take that example of the ability of the individual to overcome adversity to condemn people that haven't been able to.
No one's doing that.
Where is there a role then for compassion and kindness? I'm not saying
Who's
there's not a
condemning
big
anyone?
government and take away
not
all your...
in politics. So my thing is that the conversation should be completely separate. Americans give $500 billion in charity every single year. Okay, it has been proven that when you lower the tax rate, when government stays out of our paycheck, we actually give more. That we're inclined to. If you have more money and you're able to do it, of course you want to give and you want to help. When the government is saying we're going to tax your business, if you're successful, you're going to get taxed more. You know, what is the incentive for you to want to jump and build a business if you know that you're going to be penalized for it? You're going to be penalized for success. That's why we believe in limited government. When I say we, obviously I work for an organization, Turning Point USA.
Oh yeah, what's that all about?
It's a winning
Turning Point.
Turning Point
What are we
USA.
meant to
We're
turn
launching
to?
it in the UK, TP UK. That's what this whole trip is about. It sounds
You're
good
hold
too.
on a minute. You're launching Turning Point, and Turning Point is what? What do you want us to turn to?
It's conservative principles taught in the school system because the kids are learning this
Hell yeah.
lolly-dolly merry-go-round. The world's going to be purple and
that's
we're all
fine,
going to have
right?
lollipops in the school systems. And then possibly from your podcast, I guess I haven't watched enough episodes.
Then you go into the world and you hit a fucking
and it's
wall.
just not. It's the truest, the economic model of letting people find success because they're willing to work hard. If you don't want to work hard, you shouldn't be rewarded. I don't believe in that. I don't believe, well, what about the person who doesn't have your drive?
Why should economic systems govern the way that we live our lives?
Capitalist
Why is there not room
America.
for people to be different? Why is it that a person's
You can't
value
be
and
different.
worth should be distilled into
That's called the natural
economic
market. You can't make
units?
that go away.
That's not called the natural
Yes, it is.
market.
You can't make that
You've
go
applied
away,
that
no matter
idea to-
what. Tell me in the history of the world where there
How
hasn't
can
been
you
some
ever
give and
do
some
that?
take.
Bro, no matter what, we as humans have this conscious thought, right? So even though, like, this is our natural state, having these thoughts. So what human is going to be, let's say we take all this system away.
Yeah.
And if you get to govern what you want to do, right? How
For yourself only?
Yep. Like, okay, you don't have to do a job, you don't have to do nothing, you don't have to pay for anything, nothing like that. But let's say that's what it is, right? People will start creating businesses and services. Is what's going to happen. People are going to start, oh, I'm good at washing cars. I'm good at doing this. I'm willing to do this job. Because everyone's not going to want to do that job themselves.
Exactly.
So these businesses are going to be created.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to pay people for their labor. No one's going to do it for free.
Or barter.
Or barter,
do
which is
whatever.
going to turn into
More
the same
businesses.
fucking system.
Then it's going to be more business.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's no matter what, you got to make
Like, we
something
got
to be
here-
able to represent, like, how to pay someone for their work.
We got here somehow.
Yes, like your compliments ain't enough.
Yeah,
humans, it's not.
That's what we used to say in the waitressing. If people would compliment you extra, it'd be super nice to be like, yeah, you're gonna be a shitty tipper
Yep.
because they tip you in compliments.
Yep, that's it's just it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. People want reward systems feel good.
Yeah,
Like
that's
getting a
crazy.
reward feels good. A compliment is not a good enough
No,
reward
and it ain't
in that
paying the bills.
no, but that's what you're saying. There's no bills. Nothing like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
even if you take away bills, people are going to start providing services.
Yes.
Which is
for-
going to turn into bills. You're
Yeah.
right. But
still.
even if I don't have bills and I'm providing the service, I'm going to want some type of reward system for me providing the service. That's just
Yes.
going to happen eventually, no
Yeah.
matter what, because rewards feel good. It's literally, you have it in your brain when you feel good when things happen like that.
Yeah.
And compliments is not going to fulfill that.
Yep.
Guaranteed. So you could take all this away. It's going to turn back into it. We're going to be like, damn, we destroyed the whole system for no reason, huh?
Yep. Well, at least we
We
got a
coulda
head
just-
start and we
yep.
know where we're going. so-
Literally. Literally. Oh, so you want to create
We'll just
America
start-
again?
Yeah.
You want to create another America, guys?
We'll just
That's
start
what's
where
going to
we
be.
left off.
Literally. That's what's going to be. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, that was much better. You're right. Let's not fuck it up this time.
For real.
Like, that's legit what would happen.
You can't make that go away. There's no magic wand that you can wave that's going to make human incentives and what happens in humanity go away. Doesn't matter how rich or how poor society
Facts.
is. There's going to be give, there's going to be take. People are going to
Facts.
create natural markets.
Facts.
Hey, I have 3 apples, I'll give you 2 apples
Facts.
if you give me this. I mean, that
Facts.
it just happens. It's the way
does.
the world works.
It
I
does.
appreciate that we have certain natural impulses.
Listen, you go to jail.
Eat soups.
Yep, you go to jail. You can't have money in jail.
Yeah.
You can't use money in jail. But you still have a system.
Yeah.
It happens for no reason. That's just how it happens.
Natural.
Yes, markets. It just happens. It literally just happens.
Instinctual.
It does. That's why people come to America on top of that. From other
Yeah.
countries, people are like, oh, I just want to go to America.
Yes.
I just want to go to America. I just want to go to America.
Yes.
It happens a lot
So crazy.
because this is what humans want to do. This type of situation, even though it's fucked up right now, we'll fix it. I got hope.
Yeah.
To trade and to cooperate.
Well, if you're enjoying that conversation with Candace, let me know who you thought made the best points. Who do you agree
didn't.
with more? Who do
Your point sucked,
disagree
Russ.
with,
You
for
took
goodness
that L,
sake?
bro.
If you want to listen to the rest of it, go over to Luminary and subscribe. I do podcasts like this all the time. Ben Shapiro's been on, Jordan Peterson's been on. In any
wow.
event,
That
if
was
you
a good
enjoyed
little
this
clip,
video,
though.
have a look
Yeah.
at this one. Very similar sort of themes and ideas. And if you want some well-being, spirituality, go over to my side channel, Awakening.
doing a lot.
Subscribe to this one, subscribe to that one, and go over to russellbrand.com and get on my mailing list so I can communicate directly with you too. Thank you.
Okay. He got a little whole situation going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's really rich.
For real.
He's even richer than I thought.
Send
God
some of that
damn.
excess.
For
Fucking
real.
muscle.
Throw me a channel, bro. Holy shit. This dude, he's doing well, huh?
Hell yeah.
That was a good video, man. And not because I didn't really learn much from it, but
No.
it builds conversation.
Interesting.
You know? Starts conversation, and I like that.
Fun.
I had fun discussing the things we discussed.
Yeah, we don't have to learn on every single one.
We don't. I enjoy the whole dynamic of the whole channel,
Absolutely.
man. I really do.
Me too. Every time it's fun.
It is. Let us know who you think won that.
Even though we know.
Yeah, we already know Candace whooped his ass, but let us know who you think in the comments who won. If you don't think Candace whooped his ass, why not? You know?
Yeah.
And don't forget, if you want to reference something that either of us say in the comments, please timestamp it so we know exactly what you're talking about when you mention something that we said or whatever, because I hate when people say things and I'm like, damn, I don't even know what part he's talking about, what I said.
I don't remember what I say so many times.
Either. So help us out, you know? Help us out with that. Make sure you like the video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you be notified whenever we drop.
Flawd's booty.
Remember to always stay flawed. Don't you dare try to play flawed. And if you see me in the streets, then you better say, hey, Flawd.
Make it easier for me to go to sleep at night. I
had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane. I had a dream that I could do my thing, and everywhere I went the people knew my name. Some people hated on the truth I bring, but now I use the hating just to fuel my plane.